In Singapore's financial district, Clifford Center has always been known as a working building. Reports, deadlines, numbers, silence. But among some office workers, there is one story repeated quietly, never in official records. After midnight, when the shopping arcade is closed and the upper floors empty, people have heard high heels running through the corridors. Fast, sharp, and always stopping just outside the cubicle of someone working alone. Built in 1977, Clifford Center became part of the city's commercial rhythm. Offices above, retail levels below, and deep basement spaces that most visitors never think about. By day, it was ordinary. Bankers, clerks, shopkeepers, delivery staff. But at night, the building changed. The lower levels became hollow. The corridors amplified every sound. And workers who stayed past closing began noticing something they could not explain. One account came from a junior accounts clerk working late near the end of the month. She was preparing financial reports, alone except for the cleaner who had already left the floor. At around 12:40 a.m., she heard heels clicking from the far corridor. Not walking, running. She assumed someone was hurrying to catch the lift, but the sound did not pass her. It came closer, then stopped. She waited for someone to speak. No voice came. No shadow crossed the glass. But she could feel someone standing outside the cubicle wall. She said the silence felt deliberate, like whoever was there knew she was listening. Then came 3 taps. Not on the door, on the partition beside her head. When she finally stood up and looked over the cubicle, the corridor was empty. The unsettling part was not just one report. Workers from different offices described the same thing. The heels always began near the lift lobby. They moved quickly past the meeting rooms, then slowed near the cubicles. Some said the footsteps stopped outside doors. Others heard them circling desks. But when security checked the floor, no one was found. No visitor. No cleaner. No woman in heels. Among long-time staff, there was another detail. The sound was sometimes heard from below before it reached the office floors. From the basement, a place of loading bays, storage rooms, locked service doors, and echoing corridors. Some believed the footsteps belonged to someone who had once worked late and never truly left. Others refused to give it a story. They only said this: do not answer when the heels stop outside your door. Years later, one former worker said she never believed the stories until her last week in the building. She stayed late to clear files. At 12:40 a.m., the corridor lights flickered. Then the heels began again. Fast, closer, stopping outside her cubicle. This time, she did not look up. She packed her bag, left her papers behind, and walked straight to the lift. Behind her, she heard one final sound. A woman's voice whispering from the empty office. Still working?